Video, we're going to learn about basic math, how to solve for an unknown using a single equation. In this example, our unknown is going to be called Q, and we're going to calculate Q from a known quantity called Z. Let's us assume that Q is the number of grapes in the refrigerator, and Z is the time in days. The question here, how many days does it take for all the grapes to be gone or eaten? Remember, we are starting with 34 grapes in the refrigerator at Z equals to 0 days. The equation for this problem is Q equals to 34 minus 2 times Z. In other words, 34 is the starting number of grapes and Z is the time, and by replacing Z by number of days, we can calculate the number of grapes remaining, that is Q. So let us see what happened at day 1. At day 1, replacing Z by 1 times 2 is 2, and that's taken away from 34, that will be 32 grapes. So at day 1, someone ate already 2 grapes, and that reduces the number of grapes in the refrigerator from 34 to 32 grapes. And let's see now what happened at day 17. So replacing Z by 17 and solving for Q, of course, that will be 34 minus 2 times 17, which is also 34. So 34 minus 34 is 0 grapes. So notice here, after 17 days, all the grapes that were originally in the refrigerator have been eaten. Someone has consumed them over 17 days and basically reducing their number from 34 original number to 0 at 17 days. What we did in the previous slide intuitively can also be done by using algebra to solve for Z, the time needed to reduce the number from 34 grapes to 0. And that's first by rearranging the original equations, moving 34 to the left side of the equation, it becomes negative 34. And then dividing both sides of the equations by 2, and that will give me Q minus 34 over 2, that will give me negative Z. To get rid of the negative before Z, I multiply both sides of the equation now by negative 1. And that will result in an equation equals to 34 minus Q divided by 2 equals to Z. So now remember, I wanted to reduce the number of grapes from 34 to 0. That means if I replace Q by 0, I can solve for Z, the time needed when all the grapes are gone. 34 minus Q, which is 0 in this case, divided by 2, so that will be 34 divided by 2 will give me 17 days, the same number we got earlier by intuition. I hope this example will help you understand how to solve for an unknown by using equations, a single equation in this case.